I'd like to start this off by saying thanks for checking out my video on how I made the MIDI Fox. I'd like to do a quick shout out to Andrew Huang and LG for this MIDI art challenge in the first place. So Andrew Huang has this insane ability to just turn any sound into an instrument, which is kind of what inspired me to not only make the fox, but to also make the synth out of the sound of a fox screaming. So let's get to it. So the first step to this video was finding a fox that I wanted to model it after because I have no artistic ability of myself. So here I'm just going into Photoshop Elements because I'm not rich enough for real Photoshop. I'm going through here, resizing it, trying to get it to a proper size that I would like to do. And then I have to get the outline out of it, so I just kind of put it through a sketch filter and darkened it up a little bit. And then after that, I have a program which is able to turn any window transparent, which made it really easy to draw in each individual note. And then I just kind of had to go through and fix everything, make it look a little bit more like an actual fox without all the gaps in there, and listen to it. And then after that, it was really just a matter of going through and fixing everything, putting it in scale. I kind of scaled it to the bottom, my root note, which was a G sharp. So I put it in kind of a G sharp major scale. Probably not the best thing for me to do. As you'll notice, I kind of put all the notes on the left side just to kind of give me a frame of reference. And of course, even though it's in scale now, it still does not sound great. So I had to go through, I started with the head of the fox and just put everything into better chords, not just in scale, to try and make it sound a little bit better. And then coming up here, I really kind of liked the melody that was going along the back side. So I faded out all of the other notes. I disabled them while I could work on that. I filled them all in and I started working on the chords on the back side based off of the melody that was going down the back. I couldn't quite keep the shape, but I tried to keep it as best as possible. So I keep zooming out and back in is just to make sure it kind of still looks like an actual fox. And then after I finished up all of that and sounded okay with it, I went back to the head just to clean it back up. And as you'll notice from that, I did lower the BPM just because I felt like it was going too fast. The next step now was to find the scream I was going to use. Dropped it into Audacity and pulled the clip out of that fox screaming. I found the part of the sample that I really wanted to use and I felt like it could make a good synth. And I just played around with the tuner a little bit more, switched up the wavelength. I tried dropping the fox up and down an octave, but I didn't really like that. So from there, it was just a matter of fine-tuning what I had gotten from the scream and all of that. I changed the color to orange because I felt like it was much better than green and it kind of fit the fox a little bit more. So without further ado, here's what happened. I was kind of going for a whimsical vibe with this, and I feel like I really achieved that with that kind of synth. Thank you so much for checking out my video on how I made this. I'll see you guys next time.